Okay, it is a nice day. It's not raining. It's beautiful. I haven't shaved in 4 days, and I was just like cleaning up some of my stuff and some of my wife's stuff, and just decided to make a quick video about how we got it, when we got it, and why you can't find any of this stuff anymore in where I go to, which is usually thrift stores, church bazaars, or just plain garage sales. Here it is in a nutshell. It's just like McDonald's. What happened to McDonald's? Ray Kroc took it over simply because he liked the name McDonald's. And then we know the story about it. The two brothers got left out in the cold, and Ray Kroc was a multimillionaire when he died, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, thrift stores, they're out there. There's a ton of them. Salvation Army, Goodwill, church bazaars, flea markets, you name it. About Goodwill, everybody keeps saying, oh, they're a ripoff, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. They're a for nonprofit organization. Their executives make bajillion dollars. The CEO makes about $700,000 a year. He's got vacation homes everywhere. So if you want to tell me it's for a nonprofit organization, they're doing pretty good. They make billions per year, and the billions go, who knows. Lately, and I'm going to go back in time to when I started buying this stuff before I got married years ago. And then I met my wife, and she also likes thrift stores, so we spent some time going to thrift stores and buying stuff. The neat things that I want to talk about is this stuff that I'm showing you here is just a part of our collection. It's not really that easy to find anymore. Simply because I was in a Goodwill the other day, and I was talking to the lady, and they brought out some nutcrackers. My wife likes nutcrackers, so I was looking at them and buying them. And she says, well, we were in the back looking online to see what they're worth, and that's how we priced them. That's the problem. I'm going to blame the internet, and I'm going to blame the TV show Storage Wars, because they find a nickel and it's worth $5 million. Stuff like that doesn't really happen. Or the person that went to a garage sale and bought a stamp and found out that, oh my God, it's an exclusive worth $5,000. That doesn't happen anymore either. People are smart. They go online, they try to see what something is worth. The mom and pop stores, they do the same thing. For example, I know one locally where we live, I'm not going to mention names, and what they do is if stuff comes in for free because everybody thinks it's like, oh my God, it's got some sort of a religious, Christian, Catholic, Greek Orthodox name, that they're doing good for the community. Doesn't really happen. This particular one is owned by a couple. They do community work. Yeah, basically it means is people go there and work for free. They look at something and they price it. If it's expensive or if it's cool, they keep it. Or they take it home and they sell it online. The average clothing, old records, stuff like that, blah, 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 they stick it out on the shelves and you buy it. And they make the money, and God knows what happens to the money. Okay? The next thing that I'm noticing also is on the Goodwill stores. They're broadcasting their little messages over the thing. First of all, they went to, hey, we sell mattresses now. Okay, I was hoping to buy something old and used and secondhand. Now they sell brand new mattresses. If you go there now, it looks like a Spirit Halloween store. They're selling all this Halloween stuff that wasn't donated. I don't know where the heck they got it, but anyway. Overpriced. Then it's overpriced like crazy. And a Goodwill or any thrift store, mom and pop, church, bazaar, whatever, even the ones that are selling in the flea markets, they'll see something like this. We got this in the thrift store. I didn't pay that much for it simply because the cords and stuff were broken. And I fixed it, and voila, we got a Mickey phone. Oh my God, Disney, big bucks. Let's sell it for ridiculous amounts of money because it's Mickey Mouse. So something like this that I paid, I think maybe $9.99 for, is now going to be around 50 bucks. It's got ridiculous. People are looking at it as like, this is worth money. I'm going to sell it for big bucks. And you can do whatever you want with it after you buy it, as long as I make my big bucks. Okay, this is some of the stuff that kind of makes me upset. Things like this you're not going to see in a thrift store anymore. You're not going to. You might get lucky and find it in like a little church bazaar, multi-sale thing, but the things that I'm going to show you today, you're just not going to find in a thrift store anymore, because if they see it, they're going to take it. If I were to, if somebody donated this to Goodwill, let's say that somebody in the family died and they've got a house full of stuff and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with it. Give it all to Goodwill." Yeah, they'll come out with a truck and they'll load it up and they'll put it in there. They'll take it to their shop. Then they're going to price it. Once they price it, they're going to say, "Okay, this is expensive. We're going to sell it for big bucks." Or we're going to put it in our online store. Yeah, Goodwill has an online store. Try looking at it. It's ridiculous with the prices. So if they do that and it goes online, it sells for big bucks. And maybe somebody will buy it. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Take, for example, my Mickey phone. I paid, I think, $9.99 for it. The cords were missing and all that. So I went on ahead, cleaned it up, boom, 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 sold it. I'll never part with it because it's near and dear to my heart. It's a working Mickey phone. It's really, really cool. Circa 19, maybe late 70s, early 80s. Still has the bell ringer. It's a touch tone. I've got one packed away that's rotary. It's really, really cool. Now, that's, like I said, if you can find this in a thrift store, it's going to be hard. If you're going to find this in a garage sale, you're not going to be able to find this in the garage sale. People are just going to hold on to it. I wouldn't put this in a garage sale. Hopefully, nobody else will. They'll just keep it. You put that down. This is my wife's. Well, actually, let me go over this. Story behind this. This is really cool. It's an old wagon. It's really, really detailed. Check it out, man. It's got the brakes that actually work, the wheels turn, everything. Now, the thing about this that makes it a beauty, it's a lamp. And it turns on. My son can't stand it because he thinks that the bulb is going to burn this and it's going to catch on fire. But this is really, really cool. And I bought it for, I think, maybe $6 at the thrift store a long time ago. As a matter of fact, the guy had it in his cart. He was thinking about it. He put it back for 1 second. And then that's when I pounced and I took it and I put it in my cart. And here it is. Now my wife won't let me get rid of it. I won't want to. It's really, really cool. Let me just show you here the detail behind this. Again, really hard to find in a thrift store now. So let me put that down so I can start a fire. This belongs to my wife. Don't know the actual date. I don't think she does. Let me call out to the spirit guide to see if there's spirit guide. Do you know what year?
What?
The Snow White stoves.
No.
Spirit guide is not helpful.
But I had it when I was little.
She had it when she was little. That makes her really not that old. Okay, now, I would say early 1970s. I love the patina on it. It's been here quite a while. The refrigerator actually opens up. So does the stove. The only thing that I'm missing is that little plastic piece that comes around the stove to open it up. Maybe I'll just make one. I don't know. But this is a early toy from the 70s. This is what kids used to have to play. The sink actually has a little sink there that spits out. If this were to show up in a thrift store today, because it's got Disney characters, it's going to be ridiculous. I don't know how much she paid for it, but she's had it since she was a kid. But I would say if this shows up in a thrift store like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or whatever.
The 80s, not the 70s.
80s, I'm sorry.
I'm not that old.
Spirit guide. Spirit guide is talking and angry today. Okay, this would show up in a thrift store today. This would be around, I say, $50. Maybe for the set, 50 bucks, which is still, I mean, I would pay for it if I was a collector, but this is ridiculous the way the thrift stores are pricing things these days. And like I said, the lady at the shop that I was at said we price it online and then we put the prices on it. They're all doing that. Everybody, including the people that are doing garage sales. I'm just going to show you this stuff because this is really cool. This is 70s. I found this and I decided to keep it. It's a Fisher Price little mini desk. It's got the little work things. So you can put it on the magic board and write the letters. And I'm going to put this back. No, I'm not. Put it back later. Storage compartment up on top. This is circa 1970s again because it's got a name, Fisher Price. Oh, forget it. This is gonna go for dollars. But that's something that we have in our collection. Put that down. Okay. My wife got me this because when I was a kid, I used to love movies, cartoons, anything like that. How this works is they each come with a cartridge. And there were millions of cartridges, I'm sure. You put the cartridge in, stick it to your eyeball, and you got yourself a movie. Now this is something that I'm going to mention because it does happen. Sometimes something like this will show up in a thrift store. They don't have a clue what it is. They'll look it up online and they'll price it that way. Sometimes if they don't even look it up online, they'll go, it's a toy, $2. Well, this, if you try to sell it online, it's worth quite a bit more because of the age, 1970s and a little bit earlier than that. So she got me that as a gift, and I've watched all of these. Put this down. I did my rant and rave. I'm really just showing you off the stuff that we have in our collection. I did my little rant and rave because I'm trying to let the newcomers, the millennials, younger generation. If you go into a thrift store, you're not going to be able to find this stuff anymore. It's becoming hard to find it. I was amazed when I said, well, in thrift stores you're going to start to find DVD players soon. Now they're inundated with DVD players. Whatever the next technology is, flat screen TVs, they're showing up in thrift stores and all that good stuff. But the really, really cool stuff, it's gone. It's not going to be found unless you go looking for it online. A collector has some that's selling. You maybe will go to a garage sale and somebody's cleaning out their garage and they found something like this. I hadn't seen any of this stuff, and when I got it and when I came home, you know, it was really amazing to me when I looked it up and saw the year that it was made. This is the 80s, but it's still nice. It's a TV video pack for Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, it interacts with your little bear. She's nice. That was in the thrift store. Magic Mike. Actually, it's Melody Mike. This was like the predecessor for what the heck is that game where you push the buttons and it sings along? Never mind. But anyway, what it does is it'll play a little melody and you've got to copy it. And if it's wrong, I think what it does is, I haven't got it to work yet, but I think it sits like that. And if you don't get it right, it closes on your finger. It doesn't hurt. But that's Melody Mike. 1970s. A product of the 70s. And check this out. I found this. It's sealed, brand new. It's a 1.44 megabit floppy disk drive in the box, sealed. It was just sitting there, and I thought, what the heck, I'm going to buy it. I paid $2.99 for it. It's harder and harder and harder to find this stuff. 1970s little Apple. It just makes, it's a little baby toy, but it makes cool noise. 1970s. This is my wife's Dippity Flip. It's 3 dolls in one. What it is you take it out of the box, you flip it one way and it's a doll. You flip it another way and it's another doll. You flip it a third way and it becomes a witch or something. And if you don't get it right, it'll curse you and you will die. Now, it's a Dippity Flip doll. Magic Oracle. Do you know what year this is from?
Sometime in the 70s.
1970 something. This is from the 70s. Again, you can see how hard it is to try to find this stuff from the 70s. Available now in the thrift store. It's harder and harder. I've had this for a while. This is a Topo Gigio Christmas doll. Did the research on it. It's been sitting in here forever. I finally did the research on it because I found the name on the bottom. This was manufactured by a little guy in Florida, in one of those obscure little towns that doesn't exist anymore or is still there. And he used to make these and sell them. And I thought it was really cool. Topo Gigio Christmas mouse. He's got the little cap and the suit and everything. He's faded because he's old. 1970s. Okay. We're gonna go here. This is not that old, but it was manufactured in the 70s. The pieces inside are from the 70s. This box is not from the 70s, and it's got a barcode on it. So it's a modern box, but I've got an old snow cone machine maker in there. If you can find something like this, it's just really nice to have memories. Just stick it up on the wall somewhere. Now we're getting to the meat stuff. Okay. This is an old 101 electronic projects by Science Fair. The nice thing about this is when I got it, the manual is still here, and somebody was building something. And I've got all the pieces, parts, cables, a Morse code key. The box is made out of wood. They don't make them out of wood anymore. It's usually plastic or something ridiculous like that. And I think I paid like $3 for it. Again, stuff like this from the 70s, harder and harder and harder to find. So if you see something like this, man, grab it. Just to have. Here we go, guys. I grew up with one of these on my shoulder. This one is, I think, early 80s boombox. This is a small one. They made them huge. But the nice thing about it is for the young kids that are out there, the millennials, the young ones, this is what our iPhone was. Or our, what is it, iPod. This was my iPod. You stick a tape in, or you listen to the radio. And this usually went like this. That's why we have bad hearing now. Because I gave my age away. This we found in the thrift store just as is, and I bought it as is. And when I opened it up, I noticed it is full of 8-track tapes. For those of you early enough to remember, or old enough to remember, this was our cassette, our CD, our MP3 player. We stuck this in a player in our cars or at home, because I've got one to show you guys, and we played music with them. Willie Nelson? These are also getting harder and harder to find. Let me show you some of the games I have found. Skill Poker, 1970 something. The thing about the box is, I want to share with you this little tidbit that I want to share with you because it's important. The box is everything. If the box is in good shape, and it's like this one's got Don Knotts and any of Don, whatever his name is, Get Smart Dude. He's dead now, so this makes this even more impressive that the box is in actually good shape, and he's on there, and you've got the actual machine inside that holds it. I played it in the 70s. I don't remember how to play it now, but it's complete. It's got all the pieces and parts. Skill Poker. Don Adams. There we go. My mind's not gone yet. Soon to be, though. Soon to be. I got this. Computer Vegas. This was back in the 70s when they were trying to show everything like a computer thing. Show because it flips open. I got it just like this. The money is still sealed and wrapped. Can you see that okay? The instructions are here. The board, the chips, the power supply. Let me see if I can show the top. Now it's sealed. I thought at one time it was open, but you can see all the chips and everything in there. This was back when computers were just starting. They made this game. It's just something that's really, really cool to have. And again, what makes this important to me is the box is complete. Computer Vegas. What else is over here? This is just a little mini pool table. Again, in the box. It's just cool to have. Okay. I would say that's circa late 70s. Yeah. This is cool. And she's complete. I'll take her out of the box. Swingy, 1970s. It's a doll that swings.